So, Lord Yaroslav here. Got my toothpick today because I'm a carnivore. So, I haven't made a video in a few days. So I figured why not. This video is going to be a video response to another video called The 4 Atheistic Fallacies of something or other. You can see it down there. If not, you'll be able to see it over there. And essentially it deals with 4 arguments used by atheists that are fallacious, according to this person's point of view. And before I start really dissecting the video, I'd like to point out a few things about it. I had to take notes on it, actually. You can see right there, yes. And those aren't notes on my thoughts, those are notes on what the video said, because the video was so fast-paced that I found it really hard to complete a thought before it threw something new at me. It's a very brainwashing technique, seems like. So, what more can you expect from those Christians, eh? But, also, I found it interesting how the video, if you watch it, you'll see this, didn't really attack. It was very anti-atheist. Let's just establish that. Clear on that. But it did not attack any of atheism's logical arguments, like how much proof there is in the scientific world against God. So there's something to think about too. And that really is atheism's biggest argument, right there. The scientific world. It's just, I guess you don't hear it all that often because it's so fucking obvious. So, onto the video. The first point you make is that believing in God is tantamount to believing in Odin. Sorry, not in Odin. Is tantamount to believing in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Thor, and the flying spaghetti monster. You say that that is an argument that many atheists make, and that is fallacious because God is a creator, and those other things are not. I really don't see how that makes it a fallacious argument, first of all. Yeah, sure, God may be a creator, but what does that really mean? He created the universe. Of course, we know he didn't really create the universe, but according to your mythology, he created the universe. So why does that make believing in him any more justified than believing in something that didn't create the universe? And the reason that atheists attack God and juxtapose him to these, to Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, etc., is because those things are all things that we, as a general society, are taught to believe at a young age, and we believe them with all our hearts in a very dogmatic sense, just like you believe in God. And most of us learn not to believe them after a while. I think that's that is actually the argument that atheists are trying to make. It's not really as deep as they're not trying to make it as deep as you think they are. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. But since you seem so intent on not juxtaposing creators with non-creators, I'm going to say that believing in God is tantamount to believing in Zeus, Odin, Buri, Uranus, Ra, Ta, and Brahma. Okay? Those are all creators. It's essentially the same argument. It is the same argument, in fact, except that I've replaced the non-creators with the creators. Oh, and the flying spaghetti monster is valid, too, because he's also a creator. Do your research. So, yeah. Now that I've presented you with a non-fallacious version of that same exact argument, I'd like to see you refute that.